Hi, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery, and I've got an 18 by 24 inch canvas, which is my favorite right at the moment, and a desire to add some paint to that canvas. And in this case it's a Prizm pour that's Peacock because I'm a Colourarte affiliate. And I'm just going to keep adding paint to canvas until I get either a background or maybe even a finished painting. But I don't really have any aspirations past starting. And then maybe putting layers over it at some future point with other colors. And I did pre-prime this canvas, which means that I can take my tool and scrape away a certain amount of paint, although the green is pretty strong and it doesn't look like it wants to cooperate with that particular scenario. But I'm just figuring that I can go over things until I get something I like. And maybe it's important to listen to whatever's calling to me, and I'm hearing the call to purple. And I think it's going to be the African Violet. Without any paint chips, please. And I could use, and I will use, a spatula. And it will just keep making odd shapes, I think. A left-handed pour. I definitely heard the call for parrot wing at that point. I thought I'd be able to scrape through a lot easier. I don't really care that I can't. I am going to give myself permission to use some perfect indigo. I might like to use it with another color, and I was thinking about water lily, but the dancing fuchsia is handy, and I'm really hoping that it's open, and it's not. It doesn't usually take much to open it. In any case, we got some out, so that's a good start. I'm just going to keep making a mess until it starts to look like something. I'm going to use the blue flame. Am I? No, I'm going to use the Oriental blue, which is a purely Pigments. I'll list the colors under the video. I wanted to put some Deco Art Americana 24 karat gold in here. I'm also being called to Midnight Shadow, which I shook yesterday, and I'm hoping means I can get something at yes. If it sits longer than a couple days, it creates a problem for me. So I kind of figure no matter what kind of mess I make, I can do something with it by adding paint to the surface of it, and that's my plan. That's my only plan. Painting by correction. Although I've got little inclusions in that, and I'm not happy about that. I'm going to go ahead and use some saffron, which is another Prizm pour. The Prizm pours are discontinued, but there are still Prizm pours, as far as I know, in stock. So if you want some, look for the promo code underneath the video in the description. I've got a mixture of Sour lemon, which is just light yellow. This is entertaining me. And I've got tweezers to take things like that away. And that reminds me, I've got some white. I might want to use it. I'm going to use some periwinkle before that, which is a Vivid Intense. If I happen to cover my canvas completely, that's okay too. Oh, it looks like I wound up with a little scrape through something. I'm back and I grabbed some cerulean blue on my way, which I used yesterday, which means it should be available. We'll see what I want to combine that with, if anything. But I'm kind of being drawn to the blue velvet. I've just been reminded that I pulled out the Mystique. None of that is what I had in mind there. But it goes fine down there. So maybe I'll put some white in there and then come back and hit it with some purple again. That's a Vivid Intense white. It's a titanium Vivid Intense white, to be more accurate. I want a clean spatula to try and spread it with. Take my cerulean blue. Some orange I don't really want interrupting, but I guess I'm stuck with it. Just make a dark color. Now I'm thinking some Fandango, but I'm not sure I want it where I was planning on it. But I am perfectly happy with some more Dancing Fuchsia. And maybe combine it with a little bit of shiny taffeta, which may turn green when it hits that blue. Speaking of orange, I'm going to have some. That's Orange Crush. That's another Prizm pour. I have a lot of them mixed. And I have something in my paint again. I really do figure I can put black over anything if I want to. being called to some red, and I think the red I'm going to be called to is going to go over some white. Let's take a chance on the Alizirine Rose. Might have to wipe off my spatula again. Whoops. I didn't exactly expect that, but now I've seen the red violet, so that's coming right up. Might be time for a larger spatula, one that's actually clean. Not sure I'm in the zone right now. Kind of like to be. See what periwinkle will do when it crosses over. I'm going to throw a little bit of blue flame in there as well. It's looking kind of messy. It looks can be deceiving. Now what color was that? That was the perfectly, what was it? Perfect indigo. I think I might like a lot more of that. At some point in time I'm going to have to contemplate a composition rather than just smearing paint, but I haven't quite got there yet. I think I want to come down from the top, and I never did use my Mystique, and it wants to be open. There we go, I got it. There's something in my paint. I feel like I spend all my time moving bottles. I want more cerulean blue. And that object to be evicted. That is Blue Flame. Give it a little white up there too, just in case. I haven't put any yellow in and I kind of want to. I want that red off of there though. Spontaneous intuitive art is teaching me all kinds of things I wouldn't learn if I wasn't willing to throw caution to the winds. I'm a little confused about this area down here. So I've been gone 45 minutes while somebody came to my door, a friend of mine, another artist, stuck my finger. I just found the wet spot. A lot of this is dry. Not all of it, evidently. I'm going to use some more Deco Art Americana 24 karat gold in a few places. And probably continue on with whatever I had in mind before, which I wasn't terribly sure of. And I gotta remember, I can carve this stuff away. And make some interesting shapes if I'm and that was, well, this is Dancing Fuchsia. Let's hope it's open. I left without making sure anything was open. Use a little orange crush up there. I wanted to use some yellow when I stopped, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. But in the meantime, I've got paint colors on my tool, which is a rubber, silicone rubber brush. Trying to figure out where I was last. I'm really still liking the the sour lemon with orange crush. And I think I'm going to try it, maybe for the first time, probably not, some Tuscan Sun. And I have Carnation I haven't used yet, and I want to. But this almost always has fluid floating on top of it. I don't know why. It's not normal. I like being able to use the orange without it turning brown. And that's only going to happen when you're using a drier canvas. There, that's what I wanted. That makes me think I want more of that still. Now I figured out I wanted some red violet. Yes, I still see. And I've still got some yellow. Wipe off that brush. It's getting a little better. My friend was very encouraging. I love making lines. I'm not used to it yet. But I love it. And I love seeing the other colors through. It's just I'm not really used to the canvas texture. I think I'm going back to that. That was the red violet. More pink carnation, which is a Prizm pour. Makes me want some pink diamond. As long as the color is similar on my brush, I'm not sure about that at all. Should have taken a picture of it the way it was. Still want some white in there. I think I'm going to start with something different though. What did I grab? I grabbed some titanium light blue. And I'm looking for it. There it is. The top's open. No wonder it can't. It's invisible. No paint chips allowed. And with any luck at all, that won't be very see-through. Which is what I have in mind. That worked pretty well. Now, if I'm going to bring in some bright green, this is the time to think about that. I guess I'm going to try. I'm going to leave that yellow there and the little weird shapes. Sometimes this green does not show up, so I'm a little nervous about that. I'm going to get rid of my colors off my brush. Someplace I think they'll be good. I know it'll show up where there's white. And I like what it does over the turquoises. And I've got to be willing to take some risks. It's beginning to look very floral. Put it down and I took it away and I want it back. I've got some bobbing for apples, which is Prizm for, which I'm being called to. I'm liking the green in here. Thinking it would probably be good a lot of places. Yeah, that's kind of exciting. Still want some more white. One more titanium white. I gotta get rid of this green first. There we go. I'm liking that. I want to do it some more. I wish I could. I can't explain what it is that motivates me to put colors in a certain area. But as I may have explained already, if I'm willing to take a chance, I figure there's always time to fix something. I want to keep turning this to a different direction. I never did put any black in, and I'm still working on it. And that's water. I don't know where that came from. Instead of stealing green, I'm just going to use more. And I'm certainly still going to use that bobbing for apples. And I'm being called to some orange. And this is getting kind of cool. Summer Dancing Fuchsia. I want a little darker green, and I did pull out some darker green. I've got Chrysocola. Which strangely enough goes very well with the Mystique. The red violet is going to be met by that bobbing for apples, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're getting really close to being done. I might use a little more white. Chances are good, actually. No, I need something darker than that. Darker and richer. I've got Marooned, which I haven't used in a very long time, but I recall it was awesome. It's Prizm Pour. That's very dark. I so want some more orange. I don't know why I'm being called. I could have left that alone, but I think I like the texture better than I like this straight ribbon. Enough so I want to do it again. My dog is stopping by the studio for his daily visit. I want a little black. I'm really nervous about using it, so we might run out of time. Just going to put some in my dish. With the gold on it still. Hopefully I wasn't blocking your view. Okay, my battery died and I was enjoying using some black, and I want to still use some more. Although it occurred to me I'd really rather have some of this Chrysocolla right there. It's definitely some sort of flowers and foliage scenario. And I want to call it done. I tend to be stuck with one tool at a time. Well, I finally painted with layers. Not even on purpose for the most part. Never did do any mark making other than with the tool I've got, but I like what I've done, so I'm not going to complain. And I'm almost done. I know I've probably been saying that for the last however long. But it's not done till it's done. got a little more black and a little more inclination to use it. Don't want to go overboard. I think I said that already. So all that's left really is to put some more white in if I want it, and I'm not sure I do. Oh, it's just scraped off some paint. That's okay. Put a little more yellow in there and call it good. That was Tuscan Sun. And that was the bobbing for apples that I'm now going to replace since I stuck my finger in it. That's it. I'm calling it. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for watching longer. It speaks to the YouTube algorithm. My email address is eiaspb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com if you'd like to inquire about taking a class with me at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, one-on-one, or purchasing an artwork. Linktree, you'll find promo codes for Colourarte products and pixel paint designs. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, a couple of my websites, my Amazon link, Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 of my books are on the Amazon link, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video at around 2 p.m., hopefully. I'll do something else. Thank you. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to the members. Thank you to those of you who use PayPal to make a donation to keep me painting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys endlessly, and you inspire me always. My paint pouring recipes below show more, and I have 34 playlists of 100 videos each, and everything's organized by topic and genre. If you need anything, don't forget, ask questions. It's fine. Thank you for being here. Bye for now. Priscilla out.